And we are live. Hi, Heart Nation. Hope everyone is doing well today. Today is March 23rd, 2025. And we have today a special crew with us. We are talking to the cast and crew and the director himself of King's Betrayal. And we have on Johnathan C. Williams, Ashley K., Swifty McVay, and Michael Miles. I am so excited. And let's give them a round of applause. If you are joining us, please put your name in the chat and where you're calling from. We are so happy to have you. And to get started, I like to just get a little warm-up round of our guests just to tease us a little bit. So before we get up in all of you all's business, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. This is our speed round. Okay, so here we go. First of all, I don't know if you all are basketball fans like me, but with a twist to it. Okay, I like women's basketball. So who you all have for winning the championship for the women's basketball? Who you got?
Oh man, let's see. I'll go for the team with the highest score.
That was not the answer.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Oh yeah, I don't even know, Carla. I ain't even gonna hold you up.
Okay, I'm gonna take South Carolina.
Swifty or Mike? I don't see nobody else one. Okay.
I'm gonna say State, even though my answer is probably gonna be the opposite for men because I only know that the females from Michigan State are going. So, yeah.
Okay, all right, Ashley, I give you that. All right.
So State, yeah. My two oldest brothers went to State, so I'm sure they'll be happy. But yeah.
Yes, they're gonna say you represented well. You represented well. Okay, Michael and Swifty. I don't know what y'all say. They probably said they plead the fifth. Y'all got anybody? I can't hear you, Michael. I can't hear you. And Swifty, he probably got an answer like Johnathan. I don't hear you either, Johnathan. You said something good, but I don't hear you.
No, I hear you. I don't see Swifty.
I see Swifty.
Okay.
Swifty, I can't hear you. You might have to join again, but I don't hear you, Swifty. Do you all hear Swifty?
No.
I don't hear you. Oh, Michael, what about you? Did you come back? Nope.
Yeah, I don't
hear
see
you either.
I don't see or hear either of those.
You might have to come back, Michael. Okay, so in our chat, Heart Nation, let's see who we got from Heart Nation joining in. We got Queen Sugar. She's watching from Chicago. Queen Johnathan C from South. She got South Carolina Gamecocks. Okay, all right. We got some basketball fans on the line. All right. Okay, so thank you all for just doing that. Now for the men. Okay, Johnathan, you know the men. You got the men. Let's see, Swifty. Can you hear me? Can I hear you now? I cannot hear you. I can't hear you, Swifty. No. Is this how it is on the set? When everybody's trying to say their parts. Johnathan, is this how it is on the set?
Sometimes you get a little difficulty. You just got to regroup and make sure everybody can hear each other. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, we want to be able to hear Swifty and Michael. I don't know what's going on. I'll see if there's anything on our end. We have Tamashian. If I said your name wrong, please forgive me. Tamashian. Okay, thank you so much. She said, congratulations, fam. Let's go. Detroit in the house. All right. Yay.
By the way, I want Michigan to win for the men's. So Michigan's going to win. Great. Yeah, maize and blue. I almost said green, like, ooh, child. But no, it's going to be Wolverines, definitely. That's the hope.
Okay. We getting it together. Okay. And then we got some University of Florida Gators. Um, and Doris from California is joining in. So I only see Ashley, Jonathan, and you, Carla. I don't know why they can't see you. Let's see. Hold on one second. Okay. I'm not sure why that is. Let me see here. Okay, but we're gonna see. Let me see if there's a new layout that we can do. Okay, Michael, try us again.
Hear me now?
I hear Michael now. Yay!
There
Yay.
he is.
Okay. Now we just need Swifty to come back. Just need Swifty. Okay, give Swifty a text. Tell him to come back and join us. Tell him to come back. Okay. So we got Shanice saying hello. I hear and see Michael. Okay, Michael, you got all the fans checking in on you. Everybody is checking in on you, Michael. They're saying okay. All right, we're waiting for Swifty to come back. Okay. So thank you for joining in for that. Just a little warm up round to get us started. So we're going to go round robin and everybody's going to introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about you and how you got started into acting or directing. I know a lot of you all have different projects. Let's see if we see Swifty now.
There he
Swifty?
is.
Hey, there we go. All right, there we go. All right. Is that Ashley? Go ahead, Ashley. You can start. You can kick us off.
Okay. Ooh, how you want me to start?
It sounds like you got a story. How did you get started? How did you become famous?
Um, okay, so if we're gonna go all the way back to I'll say like the eighth grade, my school was doing our rendition of The Wiz, and so I was in The Wiz, and honestly, one of my favorite musicals plays all time. And at that moment, that's when I discovered that okay, this is what I want to do. This is I feel like is my calling because when you're still a child, you're still trying to figure out like, well, what do you want to do? And some people will be like, oh, well, you should be a police officer, you should be a nurse, and da da da. Da. But I've always was drawn to the entertainment industry. I was always drawn to music, theater, film, all that good stuff. So I fast forward to college, Saginaw Valley State Universities, where I studied theater. I also minored in communications, creative writing, and I did dibble and dabble in a little bit of French and Spanish. So that's where I was actually able to study the craft and actually hone my skills and kind of set a blueprint or a foundation for where I wanted to be. And so once I graduated from there, I moved back down here and started, doing some projects here and there in Detroit. And then also while, being an actor, I tried my foot at and started going into the world of filmmaking in 2014. I wrote my very first short film and directed it called Happy to Be.
Wow.
And yeah, and it was in the Trinity International Film Festival. Shout out to Marshall Favors, who was over that.
Okay.
And so that was the first of a few short film projects that I did. So yeah, can you hear me?
I hear you, Ashley.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm like somebody keeps saying hello, and I'm like, okay, what's going on here? But yeah, and so I've done,
Can you hear me?
everything. I can, yeah. What is going
Is
on?
that Swifty?
Yeah, this is Swifty talking. Can you hear me?
We hear you. I guess
Okay.
he telling you, Ashley, he ready to talk.
I'm like, okay. Well,
I,
listen, child. I just
I guess the
Google me,
signal
okay?
was acting up. At first you couldn't hear me, now the signal acting up. It's like, oh, come on.
uh, but yeah, I done done some of everything here in Detroit. The last short film that I did has been touring around the film festival circuit. Forgive us not.
Okay.
About 6 or 7 awards, nominations. So yeah, I'm working on some stuff now. That's in development. But yeah,
Okay.
No.
All right. Thank you, Ashley. And if you can put your things in the chat that you got coming out and how people can find you. Okay, Swifty. Swifty giving us a signal since he said his signal going out. So I guess that's his code for he want to go next. Is he still here? I think his signal went out. Okay, Michael. How about you?
Well, I'm Michael Miles. A lot of people know me as Michael Miles, but I started this thing, this acting thing, probably in the year 2010, 2011. I did I'm actually met Tommy Tiny Lister, known as Debo in the Friday. To some people, a lot of people. And I met him at a barbershop along with my pastor, Pastor Marvin Miles, International Gospel Center, for anybody that wants to know. Then I met them. I was promised that I will be put in a movie, and that came to pass. We did 2 films, and we did a stage play, which was the first production that I had did under them, where I was the star and Tiny Lister was the co-star. It was a great experience. I met a lot of people up under him. Tragically, he passed away a couple of years back, but I kept going. I made my promise to him that I would keep going, and that's how I got into this independent film world in Detroit, where I met Johnathan and a lot of more people. So it's been been up since that point. I have did films like God Forgives I Don't, that took off. If I Can't, that also took off. Moet, and then I'm in a newly film now called The Perfect Him. Also, a movie called Take Me to Dinner. So that's a little bit about me.
All right. Well, thank you for joining and coming on. I just watched The Perfect Him as well. So kudos on that.
I hope you liked it.
Yes, I did. All right. Thank you. And then we have, it's okay. Let me see. Swifty, how about now? Can you hear us? Swifty? Okay. I'm not, can you hear us, Swifty? Okay, so while we're waiting on Swifty, we're going to go to none other than the writer, the director of
Yeah, I
this
can hear
great
y'all. Can y'all hear me?
movie short. Okay,
Hear me?
Swifty keep trying to get in before everybody else get in. I tell y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, Swifty. Well, I was introducing Johnathan, but go ahead since you're having connection issues. We'll let Swifty, Mr. Swifty McVay, go ahead and tell us about yourself. Uh-oh. Did it go back out? Swifty? Okay. All right, Johnathan. Okay. We got Johnathan, y'all. Johnathan, go ahead and take it away.
Well, so I started off probably like a lot of people doing skits and stuff in the church as a youngster, Easter speeches and little Easter plays and Christmas plays and things. And, that's where I got really used to and interested in acting. Then my first outside and I guess production in 2011, 2011, where a good friend of mine, Latanja DeGraff and Reed Smith, she put on a play. Me and my wife got in it, and I've been loving it ever since. Took a small break from it, then came back in 2016, 2017, somewhere around the Murder Mystery Theater. And that took off pretty well right here in the Metro Detroit area. And then from then, it's just been nonstop between stage plays and independent films. And I've been loving it ever since.
All right. I love that. The more people I talk to, actors and people in the film industry, they always say most of the time that they got started off in some type of stage play. some type of
Yeah.
stage
Yeah.
industry. So, and I don't see Swifty came back. Okay, so let's talk about King's Betrayal. Johnathan, how did you even think?
Yes.
How did this even come about? What inspired you to do this?
So, I guess the main inspiration came from wanting to see myself in a different light, to be totally honest with you. Guy, the dad, the father, the police officer, those type of roles. And so I said, let me see if I can pull off something on the antagonist side, right? So I said, well, I can't get the part, so let me write my own part. And to be honest, I saw an interview with Marlon Wayans, and he began to talk about how he didn't wait for Hollywood to give him his part, and he and his family, they just start writing their own. Don't wait for Hollywood. Don't wait for nobody to tell you. Just go create your own. And so I said, well, I don't know. And a few people I know, very close friends of mine, Johnathan, you need to write. You need to write. You need to write. I'm not a writer. I'm an actor. I can help you. I can produce. I can do whatever. I'm not a writer. I'm not a writer. Johnathan, you need to write. You need to write. So finally, I just sat down, hands on the keyboard, and see what came about, and this came out. And it was just like, wow, this really is something. and
What made you? No, go ahead.
uh, and so it of course it didn't come out flow all at once, and I just right from beginning to end I had a few revisions, and the final product is what you guys see today. And it was a journey. It was difficult. I'm not going to hold to those writers out there, the people who can just spit them out. Kudos to you. So because this was pretty laborious, but I'm excited about it because I'm not going to stop. So I've got it done, and I'm going to do some more. I know that.
Yes, I know you are too, because we still need to see part two or the next part of King's Betrayal. So I'm going to just move down. I'm going to come back to you, Johnathan. So,
Okay.
Ashley, how did you even get invited to this King's Betrayal party? What was that like?
One day out of the blue, I was just minding my own business, and I got a message from Johnathan, and he was asking me if I was interested in being in this film. And so he started to describe the character, and who Tammy was, and all that good stuff. And I told him, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm down. And honestly, I was kind of shocked that he even reached out to me, because it could have been so many other people he reached out to, but he reached out to me. So again, dear Johnathan, I thank you for that.
And not
And so
only did
yeah,
he reach out to you, you did that thing, and now look at you, nominated for Best Actress.
She
Look at
did.
that.
She did.
Talking
Did.
about what?
Oh
What?
yeah.
literally one rehearsal before filming. So we just had one rehearsal, and boom, and then that's that. Yeah.
Wow. That's so awesome. Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Ashley. Now, Michael, what about you? How did you join this party? Should I say
Well,
traitor? I won't say anything. Okay. I won't keep waiting.
the amazing Jonathan hit me up. I just want to thank you too, Jonathan, starting off. But he contacted me. He was like, I got a role for you. I want you to play. So I was like, okay, let me see. He sent me over the script, and I got the script and I studied it. I wanted to bring that character to life because I know Jonathan is awesome. We worked on I think 2 projects together. God Forgives, I Don't, and then also Widow's Fire. So I was kind of familiar with his work, and when he called me out, it was an honor. So I wanted to come in there and kill it by any means, and we made a film.
Yes,
Yeah.
y'all did. I love it. I loved it. I hope you all out there in Heart Nation have gone to watch it. It's streaming. And so we have it all in all the advertisements where you can download that stream. Johnathan, real quick commercial. Tell them where they can stream it from.
Right now, we got two different locations that you can actually stream it from. One is going through indiesworld.com, which is a film festival. It's for a limited time there, indiesworld.com. You go down to IFFA 2025. That's the category, and you can stream it from there. Or you can, and that's temporary. That's only till April 15th. But then there's the permanent distribution, which is my distribution stream, King's Betrayal Short dot seven strings productions.com, and that's a permanent link.
All
And we'll make
right.
sure, I guess we'll put it out there at the end. That way everybody
Yes,
have it.
we could do that. So Swifty, you're back. Swifty,
Thank
you ready?
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah,
We
we
can
can
hear
hear
you now.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Sorry so much for the technical difficulties. I was in the car and yeah.
Yes, we got it. So tell us about you, Swifty.
Okay. Swifty McVay. I'm a hip hop artist and actor. I've been in the music my whole entire life. I can say professionally for the last 30 years or more. I'm currently signed under Shady Records / Interscope Records. I've released 2 major albums with a group called D12. I'm a part of D12 and also a solo artist. And I've been acting really since 2005. I had my first acting debut in the movie The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler, which was cool. And then maybe 2 years later, I got in the theater and started doing plays. One of my
Did the sound go out for you all?
Christ, I played Jesus Christ on that tour, which was pretty fun. And just did movies from there. Just caught the acting bug, especially when I was on theater, is when I really caught the acting bug and just decided to go full throttle with it and been doing it ever since. Yeah.
All right now, rapping and acting. Okay now.
Absolutely.
We got some heavy hitters up in here. And look at you, nominated for Best Supporting Actor. All right now, let's give it up for them. And this movie short, also so many nominations. Nomination for Best Screenplay, Best Director, Best Movie Short, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor. You all are doing it up. And you got one win under your belt already. Johnathan, you got the Stockholm Winner Award for the 2025. How does that feel? Tell us about
Detroit Filmmakers Award. Shout out.
Yes. Let me backtrack, Johnathan.
Yeah, shout out
Thank
to
you
the Detroit Filmmakers Awards for
Yes.
those nominations. Man,
Yes.
Dan Brown, Jason Sims, you guys, and everybody that's working with y'all. We appreciate the love and for recognizing this work. These guys, the cast and crew, I couldn't have asked for some better people. I tell you, each and every one of them, my DP, all the production assistants, Crafty, the actors, the extras, everybody, my makeup artist, my wardrobe assistant, everybody was just phenomenal. Great people that they have the right spirit and attitude about what they're doing. Very professional about everything they did. I didn't have not one problem with any of them, and that's just a blessing. I consider that a blessing. I didn't have a problem with each one of them. Got
That
and
is.
I just thought I'm gonna give them the next. So my DP was Tamashian, the Visionaire Jones, who's nominated for best cinematography. I'm telling you, I could go on and on for each and every one of these persons. Dolores Flynn, phenomenal writer, director, PA, friend. I mean, I reached out to her to help me when I had some little quirks and questions about the script writing process. She was right there for me. I mean, Jalen Beatty, Mike Sears, John Criswell, my extra, Markeith Robinson in the film. I had Carol Gist in the film. I mean, Joseph Sawyer, Derek Williams, Kenesha Nelson, Monique Walkowski. I just appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'm telling you, Swifty, Michael, Ashley, whoo! I'm telling you, y'all better watch out for Swifty's left hook. That's all I got to tell.
Man, I
Mike,
still
Mike got
feel
a little taste of
when
it.
he hit you, Ashley. Look, I can't call Ashley's stage name in the
If y'all
movie,
haven't seen it, you got
but
to go
man,
see it.
Mm, mm.
I was like, sheesh. I said sheesh
I'm
myself,
sorry.
but I think I was
It's
like, goodness.
phenomenal. I
it was
appreciate each
good.
and every one of them. Each and every one of them.
Thank you,
That was
brother.
so good. And thank you for shouting out to the Detroit Film Awards and to Darren Brown and everything that his whole organization and crew is putting together. I don't want to start calling names because I will forget somebody. So I just want to give a big shout out to them and everything they're doing and all those nominations. And so let me ask you all this. What makes you all think? Let's see. I'm going to start with Michael. Michael, what makes you say that this movie short, should get best screenplay?
First of all, the acting in there is quite believable. It's hard work and dedication from all of us. And one thing I can say, the whole entire setup was just believable. And that's one thing you want to get to when you look into a film. How believable was the film? How does it impact someone's life? And I think this is a very impactful short, and hopefully it can go into a full movie. But I think this should get the best award, winning award.
Okay, all right. We heard that from Michael. Okay, Swifty, what makes you feel or think that you should get best actor? Supporting actor.
That left hook. No, I'm playing. No. No, I'm gonna piggyback off of Michael. I just think everybody did a phenomenal job. The chemistry, it was instant chemistry. You would have thought we did a whole bunch of movies together. The way the chemistry was down there, everybody we had some good laughs. It was comfy. Everything just came together. I just love the way after I seen it, I wanted more. Like I wanted to see some sequels. I wanted to see what was next. That suspense right there. The music, the score. It just set the whole tone. Everybody's attitude with the music matching the attitude. The story was great. You know what I'm saying? So I just think Johnathan did a great job overall. And you want more. That's what it is. You want more of
Yes.
it. So that's my opinion.
I definitely want more. I want more. Okay, Ashley, why should you be crowned best actress?
Because I'm Ashley Kay. That's why. No. that's my MO. So if I introduce myself as Ashley Kay. But really I have a thing where I like to understand the purpose of the character and what they mean to the story. How do I give myself over to the character? And it's goes beyond memorizing lines and trying to find the emotions and the inflections and the emotions and this stuff. It's how you're able to give yourself over to a story and also be able to give yourself over to your same partners. And so again, I thank Johnathan for the opportunity to even delve into this side because filmmaking is not easy, and I'm speaking from experience. So yeah, and I honestly want to shout out the other nominees in the category that I'm competing in too, because I'm sure all of them are phenomenal as well, and they brought it and they, got nominated for the exact same reason I did. So I want to say kudos to those ladies if they are listening to this or if they ever listen to this. So
Yes. That's so true, Ashley. And we got to give a shout out to everybody. It's a small world, and everyone is doing a great job and trying to do their thing, especially in the independent film space. And I want to say congrats to all of you all. And before we go to Johnathan, I just want to give some shout outs in the chat. We got Queen Johnathan C. She said, hey, from Florida. And then we got Sean Van Productions said, go Ashley. And then we got Shalita Williams saying hello, everyone. And then we have GoTech. Hello, everyone. Shalita. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Jerry. And then we got Shatira or Shatira. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Shatira Williams. So I just like to always shout out to everyone who's joining. And so, Johnathan, why do you think you should get Best Director and Best Movie Short?
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Hey, listen, I'm just as surprised and honored as you are. I mean, I'll be totally honest. I appreciate the work that we put into it. I appreciate the effort that we put into it, the time, the dedication. But I'm sure everybody who makes movies put in time and dedication, right? So to be even nominated, it is just such an honor, right? I want every award because of these guys who worked the film. I want this movie to get the recognition that it did, but I know there can only be one winner. So we're just honored and privileged to be in these categories and just grateful for it. That's all. I mean, anybody could win, right? Who does hard work and dedication. It's a short film, but you don't short your effort. You know what I mean? You still give 100%, whether it's a short film or a feature length. You still give 100%. Some people go above and beyond that because, as Michael said, you got to make these characters believable. As Ashley said, you got to really whether it's for a short period of time, whether it's for a long period of time, you have to be believable. You have to tell that story. And so I believe each one of them told their story. In the aspect, I'm telling you, I give my hat off to each one of these. They deserve it. They deserve it. They deserve it.
Yes, yes, they do. You all
And as
do.
long as I can keep writing, as long as the Lord bless me with stories, and as long as they're available, I'm going to continue to reach out to these people.
I like
Because
that.
they phenomenal. They phenomenal.
Yes. I like what you said. Just because it's a short film doesn't mean you lack on effort, that you don't come up short on effort. And you all really displayed that in that film. All of you all. My hat goes off to all of you all. I actually think it might be a little harder to do it in a short film because you're not warming up to that character. You got to hit it and quit it. It's now or never. It's do or die.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that should be commended. So, and you all did a great job with that. I feel like give me that baseball bat. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. It was really good,
Ah.
and I love it. I love it. I love it. And I can't wait to see what's next. Okay, and so again, I want to shout out to everybody who joined us to the Detroit Film Awards. Thank you so much for this platform that you all have put together to showcase the talent. It's such an
Yes.
honor,
Yes.
and we are so grateful for it. And Heart Nation, every week we're going to be going live. We're going to be going live on a different day other than Sundays. We're going to be going live on Tuesdays. Why? Because we're going to be introducing and interviewing more nominees from the Detroit Film
Nice.
Awards every Tuesday. It's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So all the other time zones know your time. But we're going to be going live, and we're going to have many more wonderful actors and actresses, directors to talk to. I'm
Nice.
so excited. And like everyone on here said, everyone deserves kudos for all the hard work that they did. And we salute everyone. So with that being said, I'm going to give you all one last shout out to tell everybody what is one quote that you are living by today. And we will start down at the bottom with Swifty. What's one quote you're living by today?
And a quote is God gave you a gift called life, and what you do with it is you'll give back to God.
I love it. I love that. All right, Miss Ashley, KAY,
Mm-hmm.
what
Mm-hmm.
is your quote that you're living by today?
If the glove don't fit, then you must have quit. I was gonna jokingly say if the glove don't fit, then you must have quit. But that the timing of that fell. No. So honestly, and I'll just go biblical. But if God be for me, who can be against me? That's where I'm at
I
in my
love
life,
that.
in my journey with the Lord, and just everything around there. Yeah.
I love that. And that glove fit in that movie. Everybody will get it once they see. Mr. Michael, what's one quote you're living by today?
You said Michael?
Yes, Michael.
Okay. Yeah, the screen went out. So every day above ground is a different day to make it happen. So anytime God gives you a second opportunity or another day, just go out there and make it happen.
I love that. Make it happen, Captain. That's something my brother used to say. And Johnathan, what about you? What quote are you living by today?
Whatever you do all to the glory of God. Your motivations and your efforts and everything you're doing is to try to please your creator. Make sure he's pleased with what you're doing.
I love that. I love that. You all are so awesome. I can't wait to talk to you more. I can't wait to see you all in April at the Detroit Film Awards and to get you all on the red carpet and celebrate just being around you all and your awesome presence. And that's it for us. You all take care. God bless. And we'll talk to you soon.
Thank
Bye.
you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye, Heart Nation.
Thank you.